Hello YouTube, this is Sir Travis Truth, and I have made this video to discuss the overt, societally sponsored mass abuse of children by societies. Now, all societies are founded upon the sponsored mass abuse of children. Societies all allocate children as subhuman property that are owned by their biological creators. Now, this is not natural or something like that, folks. This is a malicious, unnatural system that society has invented. You see, society, okay, it is based on abuse and destruction of the individual child. And when that child grows up, they offer the adult citizen slaves a legal right to then own their own children, their own offspring, as property, okay, so they can revisit the abuse and mold the children in their own broken image and the image of their society. So the basic mechanism, okay, in child abuse that functions is that of the poison container. Now, basically, a poison container is somebody being used, in this case a child, as sort of like an emotional and psychological receptacle for all of the negative, harmful and toxic emotion and psychological states of somebody else. And that's what happens in all cases of abuse. Society sponsors abuse. It allows you to assault your children via spanking, yell and scream at them, order them about, control their lives, and so on. And also allows you to commit other acts. Now, society at the same time is always trying to keep up an illusion of decency, so it's always pretending to try and stamp out child abuse. It tries to pretend that these things just happen naturally or something like that, and society is the force trying to stop child abuse. But it only does this to pretend that it's decent. It isn't actually trying to stop child abuse at all. Society has created all of these sick abuses and it sponsors them. For example, now, the family unit structure, only the parents, the societally decreed biological creators, are allowed by society to abuse and assault what society claims is their children. If you were to give your child a bit of a kick up the bum or spank him and abuse him and chastise him and he burst into tears, that's a harmful or cowardly assault on a child. But it'll be like, oh, he's their child, they're the parents, and they're just disciplining the child, even though the discipline is just an assault. However, if you were to walk up in a supermarket car park, say, and do the exact same actions to a child you didn't know, and even if those actions had an even lesser traumatic effect on the child, you would be labelled a sick pervert, and you'd be likely charged by the police and a load of child abuse charges. But what you did's exactly the same, folks. You know, just because you aren't the appointed slave owner of a child, okay, that the society says, oh, you know, it's a world of difference, but it's exactly the same. Okay? And the whole system of the policing is all designed specifically so the children can't escape. They have to live with the parents. They're virtually in a prison. And only the parents can charge on behalf of the child. The child himself can't charge. So what happens is that the parents themselves aren't going to charge themselves. All the laws and the things like the human services are all designed So adults and children have two separate procedures and ways of trying to deal with any harm that may come across them. And all the ones for children, such as the human services and the different procedures for children, are all designed in such a way as to be as dismissive, ineffective, and useless as possible for children in order to ensure that their parents can continue abusing them. So that's it, folks. Children are used by society as poison containers, and society is sponsoring this process as part of its standard operational structure. It just thinks children are there to be sacrificed. Each generation is just simply poison containers to be used and abused by their parents and molded into the next generation of slaves. This has been Sir Travis Truman, and you can find out very detailed and expert cutting-edge information on society's sponsorship of child abuse at my website. The link has now appeared on your screen. Thank you for watching, folks.